Hello, today we're going to make some fresh pasta. I love this recipe. It's really good because it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things. So you make the base recipe, so the pasta itself. Now we're going to turn this into tagliatelle. So you don't want to fold it over too many times because you don't want it to stick. It's got to be fast. That'll be enough. So keep it quite large here. That bit there, loose. Trim this off, and then we're going to cut it into our tagliatelle strips. There you are. Now you want to be fast here. Just break it up. Let's make it so it's into tagliatelle. Now you look at that. It's just I wanted to show you. You see, you can use a machine. It's going to be so much easier and better. But it's just to show you that you don't have to. You can do it by hand. So that just looks like you got it from the shop, but it's done by hand. With the machine, it's just job done. Okay, that's ready to go now. I'm going to put that into a little here in a bowl. Now we're going to make our pasta dish very fast because we don't want that to stick together. Because we made it in such a way that it's not going to stick together. But what we can do is a little tiny bit of flour in there. But we don't want to put much because we really do not want to add flour to pasta too much. That's it, tiny dusting. There you are. Now we've got the fresh pasta, we made it into tagliatelle, we're going to make the sauce. Now you can make many things with a tagliatelle dish or pasta or whatever, but I just wanted to show you an example. So we're going to need cherry tomatoes, a little bit of cream, prawns, some lovely prawns, fresh prawns, we've got 3 there, some little clams, you can use clams, cockles, mussels, shallot, a little bit of butter, a tiny bit of white wine, not too much, it would be too acidic. Bit of chives at the end, you could use chives, coriander, even basil works really well here too. Just a little bit of salt to season. And 1 teaspoon of Milene's chilli sauce. And also 1 clove of garlic there. We have the water boiling, which we can put a bit of salt in there now. You want to season quite generously with salt. Not over season it, but quite a bit because the pasta, that really needs to take on that salt there. We're not putting salt in the pasta, so it just takes on that in the water. So we've got the clams ready to go, butter ready to go. I'm going to slice this garlic, ready? Slice it thinly. Shallot. I need half a shallot. I'm going to slice it again, thinly, just as like so. It's going to make little half moons. Cherry tomatoes. I'm going to quarter these now. They're going to be ready to go. Prawns ready. We've already taken the line out, like the blood line. We're going to prepare the chives. Chives in this dish we want to do roughly 1 centimetre. So I think it's nice, a bit more rustic. You can use coriander, basil. You don't have to use chives. The pasta. Cream is ready, and the wine is ready. We're going to saute these off in a little bit of oil if you want to. Szechuan oil to give it a bit of extra flavour. But I think if we're going to use chilli sauce, we can just use chilli sauce. If you don't want to use chilli sauce, you can always use Szechuan in this recipe too. Okay, so we are now ready. The water should be boiling. So it should be rolling oil. Your pan should be hot and ready. You should have a lid ready as well. Now you're ready to go. So first of all, a little bit of butter in the pan. going to melt the butter and wait until it starts to foam. Also, we're going to get our bowl ready too. Okay, the butter's starting to foam now, then it's ready. So first of all, we go with the shallot and the garlic at the same time. Tiny bit of salt. Okay, just sweating that up nicely. Now we can add our tomatoes. We want to bring the heat up now so it's high, really start to fry it. Because then once we get the clams in there, we want the pan to be very hot, a little bit of wine, that creates a nice amount of steam which cooks the clams. And then we've got to work fast because we do not want them to overcook. We can now put a little teaspoon of our chili sauce in the recipe. Okay, we're going to be ready now. So we're going to put the clams in and the prawns. Clams. We're going to mix that quickly. It's on the highest heat setting now. It's not burning at all. Tiny bit of wine. That's it. Like 20 ml. Lid straight on. And now we want to get all that heat in there. All the steam's going to come up there. It's going to cook all of the shellfish and cook those clams. Once the clams open, we know they're cooked. So as soon as they're opened, we're going to take the lid off. We've got a glass lid here so we can really see what's going on. If not, just give them a check. Okay, it's not ready yet. You know? All of the juice is going to come out of the clams as well. It's going to be lovely. So while that's happening, the pasta goes in. Take literally into a rolling, boiling water. It takes a few seconds, basically a minute max. Okay, we're almost there. Turn the heat down now. Put your herbs in. Tiny bit of cream. About 30 millilitres. And that makes an absolutely lovely sauce. It looks slightly thin now, but when you add the pasta, it's really going to thicken up as well. And then if it's too thick, you add a little bit of your pasta water. So it's creamy, it's tasty, you've got the shellfish, it's a little bit of tomato in it. So now your pasta should be ready al dente. You can just take a little bit out and just break it and try it. Perfect. Mix that through. Turn the heat off. You can even put your lid back on. Give it a shake. Lid back off. Ready to serve. So you see it's all fast, it's got to be. Because the pasta overcooks very quickly, the fish overcooks so quickly. Super important. And that is a tagliatelle with your seafood, a tiny bit of tomato, so a creamy seafood sauce.